Hi, Nafisa.
Hello,
Nafisa, I'm
ma'am.
getting such amazing compliments about your performance in the interview.
Really?
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Yes, really.
Hey, and here comes Eksha. Numero uno, teaching coach. Whoa. Ma'am, my mentee can't understand. And hello, she gave all the right answers. So clearly you're doing something good.
Ma'am,
Average.
I have made Ankita actually explain, because when I explain, she doesn't understand. But the way Ankita explains now, I don't think anyone can explain like her.
So more power to you for getting a good person to help. You know, that's like really important part of being a good leader. No person can do everything. You got to be smart enough to find somebody who can do what you can't do and get them to do that job.
I agree, ma'am.
Yes. Well done.
Ma'am, it took me half an hour to explain to her direct indirect speech. I first told her what is first person, what is second person, what is third person, because she was converting everything to first person. And I told her this is third person. Then she understood, and I gave her like fill in the blanks, and then she got the hang of it.
Good job. Good job. So before Freya starts, I just want 30 seconds. Like, I really want to congratulate you all, because yes, a 19th century book written in the 19th century, still being read today. Guess what? Yes, really, people read stuff like this. So it is out of everybody's comfort zone, unless you're a person who reads a lot. Okay? And unfortunately, today in India, people don't read. So that's fine. So it was out of a lot of people's comfort zone, and 10.5 pages. So it was heavy going, I'm sure, for some of y'all. So that much more heavy going for the mentees. So it was hard, it was tough. Thank you so much for bearing with us and for bearing with the syllabus. We don't have a choice, guys. We have to do what's in the syllabus, all right? But I can assure you that today's session is going to be much lighter and much easier, and you're just going to sail. Okay? So thank you so much for bearing with us when things are a little tougher. But I mean, we just got to hang in there and we got to do it. So that's what you all are doing. Thank you, thank you. And now Freya's will take over. Thank you.
I'm just going to make a couple of announcements, and then Hawa, Rakshita, and Rashna will take this forward. And then I will join you all again towards the end. I'm not going very far. I just have one assignment I have to complete. So so Rashna and I were speaking about a couple of things, and remember when we launched Pehchan 2.0, we said that everything is it's new for us. We're going to do trial and error. We will do some things correctly, some things we'll have to tweak, we'll have to keep on adjusting. You'll have to bear with me. I have a fly that I don't want to kill, but she's irritating me. So anyway, so I think it's time now that we've done this for about 3 weeks now, that it's time that we change a little bit and see if the new way of doing things will help. We've also noticed, although we have 48 mentors who signed up for 2.0 ready on our training calls, we have about 25, 26. So we want to make sure that that all our mentees are getting the full value of the Thursday call session. So we've made a couple of decisions, and this is not like online Pehchan. This is far more concentrated than online Pehchan. Online Pehchan, when we used to get on the phone and, we used to do Zoom, or we used to do WhatsApp video, or we used to get on the phone with them. So in Pehchan 2.0, we want to eliminate the get on the phone and do it option. And I understand that that will cut down the number of kids we could possibly do it with. So if Zoom and if your children are not easily understanding it on the phone option. So first, can you help us understand how many of you are doing it on the phone? No WhatsApp, no Zoom. Can you put it in the chat if you are the if you are doing it on the phone and not on WhatsApp or Zoom, other than Nandini, if anyone else is doing even one Menti on the phone, can you put it on the chat, please?
And also write how many mentees are on the phone with you. So Nandini, one
Yes.
mentee is on the phone, one mentee is not, right? So put it on.
Yes, ma'am.
So one second, Nandini, we already know, right? Nandini's we already know. So Rakshita has said she is doing it on the phone. How many mentees are you doing on the phone, Rakshita? Jisha is doing one. Insia is doing both. But Insia, you're doing both because one of your mentees cannot get on. The other mentee can, correct? Insia? Yes. So when you're not giving us information, you'll have to give us full information. You are not working for a government organization, right? If I ask you a question, you know the intention with which I am asking you the question. So keep the intention of the question in mind and answer. So Jisha is saying one, Insia is one. Rakshita, how many? I cannot hear you, please. You're on mute. I cannot hear you, please. You're on mute. No, Rakshita, unmute yourself, na? I can't hear you, Rakshita. Can you type something, please? I cannot hear you. So version is also saying one and Nandini one. Yes, but before you rejoin the meeting, can you just answer how many, please? One. So essentially five of all our mentees are being done on the phone. All right. Of these five, Nandini's is just not able to understand on the phone at all. Jisha, is your mic working? Yes. So Jisha, the one that you're doing it with on the phone, does she understand relatively easily?
Yes, she actually has good English also. She does. Her English is also quite good. She's a little slow in. Can you hear me?
Yes, now we can. Yes.
Yeah. So she's just a little slow in interpreting as compared to my other mentee, but she can understand fairly well.
Okay. But let me ask you this. Your other mentee, she has access to WhatsApp and or Zoom?
The other mentee has access to both. He was on our call as well on Wednesday.
What's his name?
Sahil.
Okay. So what I'm saying is, if you were able to read the composition with him while both of you were doing, like if you were doing a share screen, would his level up be much better than what y'all are doing on the phone just now?
I think so, if I could see him, but he's anyway responding. Like he's sending me his written work. He's doing all of that. So
Okay.
he's understanding most of it.
But the other girl, the other one you're talking to on the phone is not able to send you the homework?
She doesn't do it on her own. Like I have to call her. She just picks her phone on Thursdays. Otherwise, she doesn't pick her phone. So even I don't.
Yeah. So see, that's what I'm saying. I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in the kid who's interested in doing it. So that kid who's interested in doing it, he's doing his homework, he's sending it to you. He is losing out, and he has access to Zoom. He has access to WhatsApp. He can read with you. He can learn the words more detail. He can answer more detail with you. But he is giving that up, or he's having to sacrifice that because this person who may or may not answer the phone, who may or may not do the homework, who doesn't have access to WhatsApp, doesn't have access to Zoom, and therefore you're having to do it on the phone. So what we want to say is we really don't want the phone coaching to happen. So we want the Zoom and or WhatsApp video to happen so that they can see what we want to show them, so that they can so that they can really level up. We had always said it wasn't about the numbers. We had always said it would be about the quality of education we were able to provide to them. So that's the first thing we want to please address with you. So Jisha, yours becomes a relatively easy decision, right? In your case, Nandini, yours we are looking at, and therefore we are having this discussion. Rakshita, what do you have to say, please?
Ma'am, my case is, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Ma'am,
Yes.
my case is a little complicated in the sense that my mentee, Samiksha, she gets on the Wednesday call, like the entire call that you have with all the mentees, she gets onto that. The deal is that her network isn't strong enough for her to constantly reply to me on Zoom call. So she can be like, she can be present, she can hear me if her video is off, and very rarely can she turn her video on. But if I ask her to turn her video on and then communicate with me, she's unable to do so. And with all the passages that we've been doing these days, she feels a little inferior to my other mentee who is very sharp and has a good network connection. So I have to mostly separate the two of them and then do it with her on phone call so that I get constant replies.
Yeah. So, look, I'm going to ask you all a simple question, and if I am in a particular college classroom with a particular college professor, now I'm addressing your case, Rakshita. If she has access to Zoom and she is getting on our Zoom calls on Wednesdays, I'm sorry, I didn't get her name. What is her name?
Samiksha, ma'am.
Samiksha. She does answer. Samiksha does answer when we call on her. And she unmutes herself and answers. So even if she is not able to turn her video on, but she can see your shared screen, or she can reply in the chat. One of the skills we do want to give her, and I know which girl you're talking about in my mind, but one of the skills we do want to give her is the fact that in her classroom also she will have other kids who make her feel less than, right? Mm-hmm. So why is this not a skill we can start teaching her now?
Yes, ma'am.
No, I'm asking Rakshita, I'm having a conversation with you. I'm not telling you. I want you to explain to me.
Ma'am, it's just I was feeling really guilty because it's not her fault that her network connection wasn't as strong. Like what happens is I'll ask her a question. I'll ask both of them a question, and she might even try and answer, but at times she can't hear what I'm saying. And then while she starts answering, she gets cut off. And it's because the other kid has a Wi-Fi and she has a normal, in her home she has to move around because she can't sit at one place. So I was feeling guilty about that mainly. So I would take her up separately.
Yeah, so I think that I'm saying sorry, that's not for you, that's for this silly fly. What I'm saying to you is that the way we tackle that, Rakshita, is we tell the name of the mentee we want to answer that question. So if you have Ayush and Samiksha, for example, you would say, Samiksha, can you answer this one? So Ayush doesn't jump in and cut Samiksha off. Or Samiksha, can you put it in the chat box? Ayush, can you put it in the chat box? So that way Ayush, Samiksha get an equal opportunity to answer that. And one doesn't get the leverage of a Wi-Fi and one doesn't get the... If you all share with us, these are the concerns, rather than telling us like we are doing it on the phone because of XYZ and blah, 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 and we don't know this is the reason, then we can't guide you. And then we make a completely different plan thinking, oh my God, 5 kids are not getting assisted. Do you understand what I'm trying to say, Rakshita?
Yes.
When it can be, when we can at least try doing something as simple as, Samiksha, try answering this one. Give her a couple of minutes. And in the meantime, you can tell Ayush, why don't you write down the answer while Samiksha is giving us this answer. Now tell us what you've written down. So that way both the kids are getting equal opportunity to answer, but we do it on Zoom or we do it on WhatsApp video.
Yes.
WhatsApp video uses far less data than Zoom. Far less data than Zoom. So if she can't come onto Zoom and show her video, then a WhatsApp video is an option, right? Where you can see them. Yes. So please, can we try that? So that's Rakshita, Jisha handled. Insia, Insia is having signal issues herself today, so she can't. So like this, we will address
Version.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
had one, right?
what's your challenge, darling?
It's the same thing. Her video keeps freezing, and she can't connect, and it's always reconnecting. So I have a regular call with her
Are you on doing it on Zoom or WhatsApp?
on WhatsApp. I wanted to do it on Zoom, but she couldn't. So then I did it on WhatsApp, and she and her video keeps freezing on WhatsApp also.
And you only have one mentee version.
I have two.
And how is your other one performing?
He's also doing well, and he has a good connection also. Just the
And the other girl, is she doing well?
yes.
Okay. So in her case, it's okay if she continues, right, Rashmi?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, in her case, it's okay if you continue. Yes, Eksha, your question?
Yeah, one sec, sorry.
Yeah.
Satyam, I think you had mentioned that Priya's phone keeps getting cut off and you're having a lot of trouble. Am I right? Satyam? We can go back to him. For some reason, we can't hear.
Yes,
It's unmuted, but we can't.
I also have to comment call at times. Like it's like I do half session with her on WhatsApp and half is on normal call because of her video call issue. Like last time, I had done a session with her on Thursday. Her network went and then we landed up doing it on Saturday. And it happened before this also, the same issue
Okay.
of network. And it keeps reconnecting for her. So we have to repeat again and again. We don't mind repeating, but it keeps happening. I asked her for Zoom, but she says no for Zoom because she says कि बहुत data use होता है.
Zoom does take more data than WhatsApp. That's for sure. So, but you have Rashna, bol.
Sorry, if they are on Vodafone, guys, you know, we on top of their own pack, we can increase the data. I can pay for it. It's not a problem. We can increase the data.
But they know this. We've been paying for data. But data and network are two different
I
things.
agree. But she said data ज़्यादा use होता है Zoom पे. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
So if they give you an answer like that, then let's try and investigate if we can give them a little more data. It's not expensive. It's like $90 or something. We can increase their data. Because I mean, if the object is to teach them and they are willing to learn and they are willing to make the effort, just keep it in mind. I mean, let us know. Maybe we can help.
Yes.
Ma'am. Ma'am, please do that. I think it will be good.
No, no,
Okay, can you?
one
Okay,
second.
sorry for prayers.
Before you say please do that, see, children, you know, we immediately jump to things like this. Eksha, now you are contradicting yourself because just a second ago you said on WhatsApp it keeps saying reconnecting. That's not a data issue, that's a network issue. So what needs to first be established before you as responsible mentors turn around and tell us things like, ma'am, please give the data. You have to assess yourself, is it a data issue or a network issue? We are happy to give data. We've been giving data to lots of kids. Even our alumni who are leaders and change makers, we are giving data to. So that's not the issue. But if you tell me something like the WhatsApp is only saying reconnecting, and therefore you have to do it on Wednesday instead of Thursday, that points to a network issue, not a data issue.
Yes, ma'am.
So verify first before you turn
Ma'am,
around.
it is network issue and ma'am, once she told us she has to come outside her home and she talks to us. She cannot sit inside her home and do it.
See, coming outside your house to talk is a network issue, not a data issue.
So network.
More data doesn't solve the problem.
Sorry, network.
And so this is one thing as a collective whole we tend to do. We tend to jump to, let's do this, without actually defining what it is we practically need to do. So Eksha, once again, you can take Isha on the call with you, you can take Ankita on the call with you, but you can please verify, is it data or network first? If it's data, then we will fill it immediately so you can continue. If it is network, it is not something we can fix with data.
Yes, ma'am, I'll ask her.
Thank you, Eksha. Thank you. But in your case, Eksha, at least she gets signal enough. Where did Eksha go? She gets signal enough where she can receive the photos of the passages we are going to read. She can receive the activities that we are going to do. She has.
Yes.
Yes.
We WhatsApp her.
Yes. So in your case, we can continue with her. Okay, because she can receive these things and she can interact with us. All right. Okay. And anyone else's concern we need to address? Rashna was asking Satyam something and Satyam is back. Rash, what were you asking Satyam?
Sorry, I've put it in the chat box. Are you all not seeing it? Because obviously I'm doing something wrong. Okay.
Sorry, ma'am. Her connection.
Satyam, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. I can hear you.
Priya's connection was giving you trouble. Am I right? You've put it on the chat.
No, ma'am. Her connection is really good, but she does not have a phone right now. Her phone, her display is not working.
All
Somehow
right.
it broken. It got broken.
Okay.
So that's the problem.
All right. Okay, sorry. So then
Okay.
again, one issue.
So we are, yes, Sapna.
Ma'am, my mentee Pinky is not been on a call with me
Listen,
or on a
dude, if
Wednesday.
I hear this Pinky girl's name one more time, I'm going to smack somebody. I requested Swara to end this topic after online Pehchan, and yet this topic is continuing. No more Pinky. Out, finished, done. And if you all want to keep on being the Maha Saviors and keep calling her, then you all do it on your own time. Don't mention her to us.
Okay, ma'am.
We are not interested. Okay? All right. Now I will never hear about Pinky again. But for months, Shanti se Pinky ka bol rahi hu na, so it's going on and khichoing. No Pinky. Finished. No Pinky. Yes, Rashna.
Please. Okay, sorry, you know, guys, we have to figure out that you people are also making a huge effort. All right. So that effort has to be worth something. It is worth a lot. So if something is becoming now just too hard for you to do, or is taking too much of your time, or you're getting zero cooperation from your mentee, then you need to let us know, and we very gently need to tell that person that I'm truly sorry, but we cannot coach you and mentor you anymore. It is a two-way street. You are giving, you can give your best, but that's only 25%. The mentee's got to make 75% of the effort. So this is why Friyaz and I are having this session with you. Please,
Okay.
Thank you.
So we want you to focus on the, it's not fair, but right now I'm not worried about fair. I'm worried about how many kids can we actually elevate to the level so that when they get into college, they at least have an advantage. In the chakkar of trying to do everybody, we are not getting anybody where we want to get them. So right in the beginning, I had said no multiple sessions. One mentee on Thursday, one mentee on Saturday, one mentee on Friday. Please no. Set one time. They must be on Zoom or WhatsApp. You can choose whichever of those two platforms you want to do it on. And then at your set time, it must happen. If their father has gone to buy groceries, they lose. If their mother has taken their phone, they lose. I can't say it any other way. I just can't say it any other way. It's not fair, it's not right, but we are not getting anywhere with the kids who can and the kids who are. It would be like Rashna and me changing the Wednesday session to suit, he didn't come today, So now let us adjust and do it again at 1 o'clock and then again at 4 o'clock. So what means our whole lives have to revolve around all this. Also, if they had college lectures, they would find a way to be there. So pick a time that's reasonable. I'm not saying it has to be in the morning. If you know 5 p.m. is a more reasonable time, so be it. If you know 7 p.m. is a more reasonable time, so be it. It doesn't have to be in the morning time, but pick a reasonable time for you and your mentees and conduct it at that time. Because here you all are also getting exhausted, which is what we don't want. We had only set a 2-hour commitment, 1 hour with us here and 1 hour with your mentees on Thursdays. All right. So please, please let's fix this. If you all are doing it on the phone, please let's stop. That phone wala coaching does not need to happen. All right. That's the first thing. The second thing, we are noticing that sorry, a large number of our mentors are not showing up for these Monday calls that we have, but yet they are getting on the calls on Thursdays to mentor. We want to know that a particular Pehchan standard is being maintained when they get on the phone. So Keisha, I don't know, I can't see you on this immediate screen, but we will make a Google form every Monday. Rakshita and Rashna and Hava will send you the questions. The mentors who do not show up for the mentor training call have to first complete that form and submit it to us before they can get on the phone with their mentees on Thursdays. Should they not complete that form, we will reallocate their mentors, their mentees, to the kids who are participating and the kids who are helping and the kids who are supporting.
Okay. Yes.
That is one. Number two, what we are also noticing is, say Sapna has 2 mentees. One is leveling up, one is maybe staying where she is. So then Sapna is having to adjust to 2 different levels when she's teaching. So what we want to do, and we want to do this on a fairly regular basis, and we had done it when we were teaching at the school, and it had worked. In principle, it had worked for us very well. So what we are going to do is we are going to have your mentees complete a quiz or a test, for lack of a better word, with us, which is going to allow us to determine their current level in English. Based on where they fall on that test, plus your feedback to us, we will group them. And then we will reallocate mentees based on their levels. Again, in few weeks, we'll conduct this test. Again, we'll regroup. Again, in few weeks, we'll conduct this test. Again, we'll regroup. The point is, mentees who are leveling up, we want to be able to level them up. Mentees who need a little more time, attention, we want to be able to give that time and attention to them. Do you all like this idea? Yes. We think it will go a long way. Rashna, am I forgetting anything from what we discussed? And so I mentioned 3 points so far. The mentors not on the call will need to complete that Google form. The mentees will be given a level test to determine, and that we are not going to be doing the phone call coaching. These are the 3 things I've mentioned so far. Oh yes, one thing. We want to, like we keep saying now, we want to level you all up. We want to get you all to, so on Wednesdays, we want those of you who are interested, again, none of this is mandatory, right? Pehchan 2.0 was the requirement we asked of you is the 1 hour to give us on Mondays and the 1 hour you give your mentees on Thursdays. This is an option we are offering, On Wednesdays, Rashna and I are currently taking those Wednesday classes, right? And on Fridays, we are now going to open up to speakers. So this Friday, we will have a speaker available for your mentees. So on Thursday, you can please tell them that. On Wednesday also, we will tell them that. Same timings, 9:30 and 11. So, I think we've lined up now for the next 3 weeks or 4 weeks of Fridays, we've lined up speakers who will be doing different topics, and you all are absolutely welcome to join these Friday sessions with your mentees if you would like. Only 27 minutes to go.
I have to do the whole chapter.
Arey, don't worry, yaar. We have a Zoom paid membership. They'll hang out for 15 minutes. So at least we keep ourselves amused. Usu bolti thi yaar. What was I saying? I forgot.
That those are free to join the Friday.
Yes, Friday call. So what we are offering mentors an opportunity on Wednesdays. If you would like to start coaching, say 8 of them together, 20 of them together, means join Rashna and me in what we're teaching. We are happy to let you teach with us, so you learn how we teach. We are also happy, as you start learning how to teach, to hand over some of these parts of these Wednesday sessions to you all to teach. We are also happy, as you start leveling up, to give you some of these Friday sessions to lead with topics that interest you, whether it's dance, whether it's art, whether it's whatever. But first we have to know you can coach the way we want you to coach. So those of you who are interested, you all need to let Keisha know, so we can start looping you all in on these Wednesday calls, because we truly want to make this youth for youth. We truly do. We want to start taking more of a back seat, and the more we groom you up, the more this program will run youth to youth. Okay, Rush, over to you. You can have 45 minutes. Take your time. I will join you all in half an hour, please. I'm just going to complete one task and be back. All right?
Yes. Thank you. So guys, you know what it is. Sorry, now Priyas is gone and back to the boring side. Kumar Bharati, Yuva Bharati, whatever. So this is page 16, Saurabh, since you have a book with you and anyone else who has a book. So the first one.
Rashna ma'am, can someone make me the host so I can share the page?
Yes, please.
But Freyaz ma'am is not
here.
Has
disappeared. Oh shit. Okay.
But we have a lot of stuff to share.
Yeah. I expected some child to do something as soon as I left.
No, Freyaz, please make her the host. Thank you.
Yes, I'm doing it right now.
Thank you.
Thank you. So today, as I said, the first 1.5 pages were already covered. So we're going to read, and there are only 3.5 pages left. As I said, today is a cakewalk. It's going to be very quick and very easy. So we are just going to start reading, but in a slightly different way. So Rakshita, will you tell us how we're going to read, please?
Yes, ma'am. So guys, you remember we used to conduct all these activities while we were doing our Pehchan sessions at the ISME College facility. So,
yes.
This time we have planned a little bit of an activity so as to keep things interesting and so as to know that all of you guys are also paying all the attention that we want you to. So the activity is very simple. We will start, one person would be asked to start reading the paragraph. After every paragraph, we will ask some person to switch with that person. That person won't be told beforehand. We would pick a person out of any one of you. It is just to keep all of you on your toes. So we'll pick, for example, any random person. I'll call out Sapna, and she has to start reading from exactly where the last person left. So also beware, we might end up mid-paragraph, so it won't be just one paragraph to paragraph. You really have to keep paying attention to where the other person is. And the deal is to, to have as little time lapse as possible. So that as soon as Keisha mutes herself, Sapna just starts from the next step. So let's finish this in the fastest manner possible. Another thing, while you're reading it out, if you find any word that is a little bit difficult, feel free to explain it in your own ways. And if you don't know the meaning, feel free to ask.
Great. Thank you, Rakshita. So the first 1.5 pages, that's last time stuff, we're not going to redo the meanings. So we're going to start from the third page, the meanings. Okay, great. Let's go. Go, Rakshita.
First of all, I would like to ask Dilkush to start.
All right, so on to the summit, we reached the top. When we left Camp 9 on Friday morning, I was determined to get to the top on this day. That morning, I remember thinking, I was to get to the top even if I die. I was not afraid to die that day. We set out early, and all the way from Camp 9 to the peak, we alternated. I would take the lead, and then Hillary. The man who follows when climbing has a difficult job both in climbing up and climbing down. He is the anchor. The man going in the lead cuts the steps and breaks the way. In my pocket, I had 4 flags. When we
Dilkush,
were
can you pause? I would like to ask Jisha to continue from there.
When we were still, can you hear me?
Yeah.
When we were still at Camp 4, Colonel Hunt gave me 3 flags, those of Britain, the United Nations, and Nepal. He charged me with the duty of planting them on the top of the world. These 3 flags are in your care, he said. When you and Hillary reach the top, put them at the peak. I'm sure that you and Hillary are going to do it. I told Cullen.
Can I ask Madhura to continue? Thank you, Jisha. Madhura, you're on mute. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm sorry. Yeah. I told Colonel Hunt that I was carrying the Indian flag with me and I would like to be on the top with the other flags. I had to ask Colonel Hunt's permission in his capacity as leader of the expedition. Indian flag, Colonel Hunt said, by all means, I'm glad to know that you brought an Indian flag. After 1 hour of steady going, we cut across from the south face and started up the west side, where we had to pass up a steep line of rocks. This was slow and
Thank you, Madhura. Nafisa, would you please continue?
Yes, Rakshita. This was slow and difficult. Once we had cleared these, there was nothing. Sorry, 1 second. Yeah. There was nothing bearing our way to top but a snow-covered incline, sloping less and less as it neared the top. These last 60 or 70 feet up the top were not very dangerous, but we kept up the same steady pace and we reached the small flattened summit almost together. During the last 50 feet from the peak, Hillary and I were moving about 20 feet apart. We were tied together with a rope. Most of the time the rope was loose, but when we went over dangerous ground, we drew it taut. This rope was a
Sorry.
Yes.
Thank you, Nafisa. Ananya, can you please continue? Can you hear us, Ananya? All right. Arushi, would you please take up from there?
Can you hear me, Rakshita?
Yeah.
Yes. This rope was a symbol. It tied us together. One could not move without the other. We were not 2 individuals, but a team. I have been asked many times, who was first? When we were within reach of the summit, I did not think of who was going to be first. I am sure that Hillary was not thinking that. Climbing takes all your attention. You have many more important worries. What does it matter whether I reach the top first or Hillary? Our main thought was that both of us reached the top. We had to. One couldn't do it alone. If there had been a difference of 1,000 feet between us, then one could make the claim that he was first. But even then, only the man behind him could confirm the distance between the two of them.
Stephanie, would you like to continue? Thank you so much. Arushi, sorry.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
When we reached Kathmandu, we discovered that a controversy had arisen. We talked it over, Hillary. Colonel Hunt and I. We agreed that the talk was childish, so we made a pact and each of us signed in the office of the Prime Minister of Nepal. Each of us signed in the own statement. I have a copy of Hillary's statement which I carry in my pocket. It reads Kathmandu, June 22nd, 1953. On May 29th, Tenzing Sherpa and I left our high camp on Mount Everest for our first attempt on the summit. As we climbed upwards to the south summit, first one and then the other would take a turn at leading. We crossed over the south summit and moved along the summit ridge. We reached the summit almost together. We embraced each other, overjoyed at our success, and then I took a photograph. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I took photograph of Tenzing holding aloft the flags of Great Britain, Nepal, the United Nations, and India. There is another paper like this in English signed by me. Thus, we will not take a part in any controversy. As the statement says, Hillary and I embraced when we reached the top. We did as well as our bulky equipment would let us. I remembered saying to him, "We have done it," but we couldn't hear. We had our oxygen mask on. You want me to continue?
Stephanie, can you? No. Varshan, would you please take us from here? Thank you so much, Stephanie.
My first thought on reaching the top was a sense of gratitude to God that after having failed 6 times, He had blessed me with fulfillment of this desire I had held so long. I placed on the summit the offerings to God that I had carried with me. This is in accord with my religion. Both my wife and I are Buddhists. I could not kneel because of my clothes and equipment, but I offered a silent prayer in my heart. The offerings were biscuits, candy, and a little blue pencil. My youngest daughter, Nima, had given me the pencil before I left home. She asked me to put it on the top of the mountain as her offering. It was an ordinary blue pencil, not even a long one, but it was one of her prized possessions. As I put it down, I pointed it out to Hillary. He gave me a big smile, showing that he understood. Then I got out the flags which I had on piece of string about 4 feet long. I fastened one end to my ice axe and Hillary took pictures as I held it up.
Thank you. Ananya, would you take it from here, please? Ananya, are you there? I don't think she's there. Sapna, please. Did you read, Sapna? No, so please read.
Then I got out the flags which I had on piece of string about 4 feet long. I fastened one end to my ice axe and Hillary took pictures as I held it up. As I had to bring my ice axe down with me, I buried one end of the string in the ice on the top and the other in snow on the slope down below. When we left, they were lying flat against the summit. I was very thirsty. I took out a water tumbler for a drink, but found the water in the metal container had frozen, so I couldn't quench my thirst. I ate some biscuits and offered some to Hillary. I was wearing a red scarf which my great friend Lambert, leader of the 1952 Swiss expedition, had given me last year. It was just a year ago, on May 28th, when we were standing at 28,215 feet, that he gave me the scarf. I wore it all the way up the mountain from Darjeeling. As I stood at the top, I remembered him and felt that he was with me. I felt absolutely fit at the summit. My mind was absolutely clear. I didn't feel tired. I felt exhilarated. It was a very clear sensation.
Sapna, can you pause?
Yeah.
Thank you. Eksha, would you like to continue from here? Can you hear me, Eksha?
Yes. Where are you all? Sorry, I can't follow. I have read, but where are you all?
My mind was absolutely clear. I didn't feel tired. I felt exhilarated. Can you see exhilarated is highlighted?
Second
Last
last
para.
Okay. So below all the hills and mountains looked like gods and goddesses to me. The plains below looked like so many broken pieces of the map. 2 or 3 people could stand there on the roof of the world. If you cut ice 20 or 30 feet below the top, there was enough flat square for 2 people to sleep. You could pitch one tent there. There is snow on the northern side, rocks on the south and east, and snowy rock on the west. We stayed on the top.
Problem with the mic, I think. We stayed on the top a little more than 15 minutes. Rakshita, you could call on someone else, please.
We were
she's
lucky that there was a gale, or it would have swept us off. The next thought was how to get down safely.
Thank you, Iksha. Mohammed, would you take when Hawa puts the next page on? Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. On the descent from the summit, I was walking behind Hilary. I was following him and holding a rope tightly. And my determination was to make sure he descended safely. I must say that the climb down was more difficult than and dangerous than the climb up. If you slipped down, you would go to Kangskong Glacier, and there would be no trace left of you. More caution needed. Of course, I took less time climbing down, but more, but you needed more hustler caution. When I reached the Camp 9, my first thought was, thank God we have been spared an accident. And and if up to now there have been no accident, I hope there will be none in the future. I had always prayed to God and had always prayed to God and He had saved me.
Thank you. Keisha, would you like to continue for us?
Hang on, huh, guys? I need to fix. Ananya can't hear us. Sorry, I was talking to her. She can't hear us because there's a lot of disturbance, so she can hear things late. Okay?
Is she not at home? I mean,
no, her dad
whatever.
are also on a call, so her internet is acting a little wonky.
Okay, whatever. Somebody else can read, please.
Perfect. Swara, would you like to continue, please?
At Camp 9, Hillary and I were in no mood for any talking. We just attended to our own things. We stayed there for about half an hour. We boiled some snow to make lemon water and drank it. When we left, we took only our sleeping bags and left everything else behind in the tent. From Camp 9 to Camp 8, where we spent the night, was an easier job. Just above Camp 8, where others could see us, I raised my arm with my thumb up. Noise and Law saw us and their faces flushed with joy. In this way, I was able to tell them of our success. As we got nearer to Camp 8, Law came to meet us and came up about 300 feet with a tea and coffee. Another 50 feet down, we met Noise, who brought us some more tea. This smelled kerosene. Apparently, it had been made in a hurry and somehow some kerosene got into the welcome cup. But I thought since the gentleman had taken so much trouble to bring it, I was going to enjoy it, whatever the smell.
Amazing. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. So we're quickly going to move to the questions. I And I think Rakshita and Hava are going to handle it today.
Yes.
Let's go.
Rakshita, please start. Yeah.
Whoever has to. Yeah.
Sorry, just a second.
Yeah, sure. So while she's getting ready, I can just read out the first one. What was the controversy? Please explain to them what the meaning of a controversy is. Different people have different opinions, and that kind of creates a difference of opinion, which could be a controversy. So, what was a controversy? I mean, it's all very easy. Just switch on your mic and answer very quickly if you feel up to it.
The controversy was that who got on first amongst the two of them.
Exactly, because we always want to know in our society for some reason who's first, right? Because we got to have ranks, right? Okay, so who was first? Okay, and why did Hillary and Tenzing want to avoid it? Come on, guys, anybody, just...
Because both are team.
Yes, Razveen, fantastic. Thanks for hearing. I love to hear your voice. Come on, you've been hiding for too long. Yes,
Because both are a team.
Yes, because they're a team, and we heard all about the rope and how it's a joint endeavor, and we spoke a lot about teamwork the last time.
Yes.
And how both people are very important, and one can't climb with without the other. Guy in the lead is not necessarily the main guy. The anchor is also extremely important. Blah blah blah. You guys know all this. Rakshita, go ahead.
How did they achieve this? Like, how did they, go past the controversy?
By signing the pact.
Yeah.
Well done. And you could elaborate a little more and say that they wrote such a letter saying that, I mean, they were both together, and when they reached the top, they embraced, and it didn't matter who went first. Perfect. Please continue.
What does this tell us about the values that they held? Like, it didn't matter to them who, actually set the foot first, but it mattered that both of them reached safely. What does this tell us?
Come on, Sapna, you're dying to answer. Yeah.
Go ahead, Sapna.
Okay, no, Arushi, take it.
Yes, like they are a team and they believe in each other and they fully trust each other. And even if the biggest thing is to reach safety, right? So they care for each other, all of that. So teamwork and unity and brotherhood, right? All of that.
Super. Go ahead.
The second question is, who said we have done it? To whom were these words said, and why were they not audible?
1 minute. The word audible has been done in the last chapter, which is why I've used it and I've not taken a simpler term instead. All right? So please remind them that word audible has come before. Go ahead, please.
Sapna, would you like to go?
Tenzing said to Hillary, and Hillary couldn't hear because they had their oxygen mask on. Yeah.
Perfect.
Question 3 is, what do you understand by the following phrases? The first one is, roof of the world. Would someone like to go? Yeah, Rishi, please.
First, because it's the tallest mountain in the world, and because it's a mountain, it's on a higher area, right? So that's it, and roof is on the higher area, so that's why it's the roof of the world.
Tallest mountain in the world, roof of the world. Perfect.
No trace of you. Stephanie, would you like to go?
Can you repeat, please?
Yeah, the question is, what do you understand by the following phrases? No trace of you.
3B.
That refers to when the person comes and goes and there is no, what do you say, trace. Okay, how do you explain trace?
Well, the context is that if you fell off, right, while you were climbing, then there would be no trace of you.
Okay, because the mountains have so much of snow on them that even if somebody goes there and if somebody dies, nobody can see them because it is too much of snow.
Yeah, and also the height, please remember, if you fell down the side of Mount Everest, I absolutely doubt that you will be found, sadly.
So
okay.
the idea that while you were doing the passage, we have underlined these phrases and all of these words that are thereafter in the questionnaire. So it'll be great if you tell them, like, you know the questions now. So when you're doing the passage, you tell them the meanings and the context of these phrases. The idea is to also test how much attention they were paying to you, as much as their comprehension, of course. The fourth question is use any 4 sentences to describe the feelings/emotions of tensing after reaching the summit. This is going to be purely on their memory and what they could empathize with in the context of tensing's feeling. So, would anyone like to go for it?
Why don't we choose Varshan, Mohammed, Kajal, Ananya? Can you all give one of these 4 sentences? Varshan 1, Mohammed 1, Ananya 1, and Kajal 1. Varshan, can you start us off, please?
Yes. He was
Okay.
grateful.
Mohammed, 1 sentence, please.
He was thankful that there was no accident being taken.
Okay. Ananya? Ananya, can you hear us?
No, ma'am, she has network issues.
Okay. Kajal, can you hear us? Jisha, can you try one, please?
He was exhilarated. So he was not tired but exhilarated. So he was very excited.
Well done. He was exhilarated. Yeah.
Okay. And Swara, you want to try the last one, Ravi?
He had a sense of gratitude to God.
So Varshan said grateful, Mohammed said thankful. Can you find one more? Nafisa, can you find another
Yes,
one?
Dilkush knows it.
Dilkush Polo?
The sense of fulfillment, like he had blessed me with fulfillment of this desire. So basically, the sense of fulfillment that he received.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Anything else?
basically, it's like a continuation regarding God. So he's like, he has blessed me with fulfillment of this desire that I had held for so long. So basically, reached the top. So.
Okay, great. Anything anyone wants to add?
He was really excited and happy that he reached the top of the world.
Perfect. Beautiful. Anything else?
Yes, for example, he told Tenzing, "Okay, we have done it." So that expression says a lot. Like he was feeling accomplished that after so many fail, we have done it. So accomplishment there.
Superb. And he says that he didn't feel tired at all and that he had a very clear mind, right? After the exhilarated. Yeah. So great. I think we've got it all covered. So any of these things your mentees can tell you and they would, of course, all be. Lovely.
Can I go ahead?
Please do.
I just had one last point to add. Can I add?
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Yeah, one feeling that really came to me was, how we always say that only one person can reach the top, and if if you are at the top, you'll have to be standing alone, and how it's that only one person is a winner. In this case, it's really interesting to see that both of them needed each other to win. There was not one person at the top. There was enough room for 2 people to lie down, and this is the top of the world we are talking about. So I think it's really metaphorical also in that sense.
Excuse me, Rakshita. Rashna, Vrushali has tried to answer this. She's put something in the chat.
Sorry, can't see.
She's written patriotism.
Yes, Vrushali. Lovely. Because he's the person who requested Colonel Hunt if he could take the Indian flag, right? Thank you. A point nobody else had thought about.
Welcome, ma'am.
Well done. Well done.
Ma'am, excuse me, ma'am. I had a question here. So, like, you have to use 4 sentences from the passage itself, or like you can describe the
your own words. Your own words, please.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the question 5th is change into indirect speech. The first sentence. Yes. The first sentence is he said, "We have done it." Anybody wants to try? Dilkush, would you like to try, please?
They had done it. He said, he told that they had done it.
He said that. Right?
Yes, he said that they
had done it.
May I just butt in here for a second? When Freyas and I were doing a session with some of the kids, we Freyas had a bit of a very interesting way of doing this. The sentence is, they said, comma, open inverted commas, because I'm doing this without reading. We have done it. What she said is that drop the comma, open the, lose the inverted commas, and put that. And it often works. Right, Freyas?
Yes.
Can you just, yeah.
Yes.
I'm not
If you look at that sentence, then if you look at the sentence, he said, comma, open quotes, we have done it, full stop, close quotes. So the formula goes like this. He said, replace the comma with that. Okay? He said that. Now they will get points. Remember I said even if they remove the quotation points and put quotation marks and they put it, they will get points. So now I'm going to read it grammatically incorrect, but where they will still get points. So it will be, he said that, drop the quote, we have done it. But they will still get points because they drop the quotes and they put the word that. So it indicates that they understand direct has been converted to indirect. So we should also, so we started with that and then we went to how we can make it grammatically correct. And that they had done it. Or, you know, are you understanding what we are saying? We're trying to say it really quickly because as we've decided, as we've seen, we're past 8 o'clock. So, I just said that to get Rashna a little.
I don't mind, but the mentors are just going to lose us if we keep them here too.
No, they're going to be fine.
Okay.
Next.
Next one. Next, please.
Who's reading, please?
Aye. So the second question is, Hillary said, we reached summit almost together. Oh, they gave the answer.
Okay.
Shall
use
I
the
try,
same
please?
formula, please. Yeah, use the same formula, please. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So Hillary said, in the place of comma, that will come.
Yeah.
Then in the place of we, it will be they. And because the tense is in present tense, 1 second, I'll just see the question.
Yes, sir.
Because it's simple present tense and it gets changed into present perfect tense. That's why had will come and reach the summit almost together will be the same.
So can you give us the whole sentence together, please?
Hillary said that they had reached the summit almost together.
You see, this is the marvel of having a person whose English is not their first language. They do the grammar perfectly and they get the correct answer. Fantastic, Satyam. Thank you for explaining it to us the correct way. Thank you.
So the third question is, these 3 flags are in your care, comma, said Colonel Han to Tenzing.
The formula is different here.
I can try.
Yes, try.
Okay, Nafisha, you try. It's okay.
Hava, can you please repeat the question?
Yes. I'm sending it in the chat as well, so like you can see it there as well. These 3 flags are in your care, said Colonel Han to Tenzing.
Colonel Hunt told Tenzing that those 3 flags, those 3 flags were in his care.
Yes, perfect.
Well done, Nafisa.
We're done.
Okay, but the formula works here too, now that I look at it. So Colonel Hunt said to Tenzing that. Right? If you need to look at that. All right, cool. Next one, please.
Question 6 is, find the opposite of these words from the given passage. First is ascend.
Ascend opposite.
Descent, please.
Descend.
Perfect. Second is safe.
Dangerous.
Unsafe.
Yeah, unsafe's not in the passage, but it will do. But I think there's dangerous and so whatever they find. Yeah.
And third is lose.
Right.
Yes. Perfect. Next one, please. Question 7.
Question 7. What do you think Hillary and Tenzing felt when they reached the top? Do you think you'll ever feel the emotion? If yes, when? This is an open-ended question, so you can have a discussion about this with your mentees.
So
If
whatever,
anyone would like to give it a try? Stephanie?
if you put them in a spot, they'll stop coming on our teaching call.
No, stop saying that. They will come.
I'll repeat the question. What do you think Hillary and Tenzing felt when they reached the top? Do you think you'll ever feel that emotion? If yes, when? Okay, I feel that I'm imagining that I'll feel that emotion when I'll get my first paycheck when I actually start working, because I've never really done that in life and I really want to do that. I'm looking forward for this lockdown to end. So I'm hoping that I get the same feeling that they got when they reached the top.
So what was that feeling? First part of the question.
Feeling of happiness, excitement, gratitude towards everybody who supported me.
Amazing. Yes, exhilaration, which is what he already said. Great. Lovely. So I'm sure your mentees would have a lot of their own options. Lovely. Let's go. Next one.
These are the 4 flags placed on the summit. Can you please identify them? So I'll be putting up images of the flags and you'll have to identify them, please.
It says already the 4 flags in the chapter, right? So you know which 4 there are. So please just try to identify each one. I mean, of course, half of them are obvious.
India.
Obvious.
Yeah.
We had sent you all the flags on the group questionnaire ahead of time.
Britain.
Great Britain. Perfect.
Hello.
Nepal.
Yes.
Thank you.
This is the last one.
United Nations.
Yes, Nafisa. That's right. That's all.
Great. Thank you so much. Thanks everybody for bearing with us. Thank you, Rakshita and Hava, for all your help.
Thank you, ma'am. Has a question, ma'am.
Yeah. Oh.
No, that was by mistake.
By mistake. Okay. He's had it. We're over our one.
Anybody has any questions, comments, ideas, suggestions on anything we've said? Okay, cool. Thank you all very, very, yes. Right.
Sorry. Yeah, I had a small point. So you remember the spelling COLONEL, that's actually Colonel, the rank Colonel. Actually, it looks very different when it's written on paper and it's a very complicated spelling. But I just thought that if you tell your kids that, like I also had a lot of difficulties with the spelling earlier and the pronunciation. So if you tell them that from the very onset, I think they will always be able to spell it correctly. I'm sorry, I had to say it. Sorry.
No, I know you're an army girl and it is Colonel. So thank you so much.
Keisha, what did you want to say?
You mentioned earlier that we'll have only one timing and that's the only time that session will be. But there have been a few mentors who have eventually taken their sessions, but they've had emergencies or they've been busy. So and some of them are where they just don't have another option. So what should we do in those situations?
I'm telling you, you find a common time. I'm not saying that you have to do it in the morning.
No, I mean, for example, if it's 11 a.m., it's a time that they've fixed, or 5 p.m. is a time that they've fixed. And next week, then they have an issue at 5 p.m. or an emergency at 5 p.m.
No, you can change it every week if you want, but do it at one common time.
Yeah.
And if you set a time, then do it at that time. How are the Wednesday sessions working? 9:30 means they're showing up at 9:30, na? Wednesday at 11, that means they're showing up at Wednesday at 11, right? Because we're not offering them another option. And they know there's no other option. See, I mean, people will rise to meet you where you set the bar. I've said this a million times, and I believe this at my core. If you allow them to meet you here, they will meet you here. If you ask them to meet you here, they will meet you here. What I am saying is Wednesdays 9:30, 11 o'clock is not a problem. Bhaji, father going to work, none of that is a problem. And if you look at the attendance, it's very consistent. But all of a sudden on Thursdays, there's a problem. So people will treat you the way you allow them to treat you. Set a standard and expect them to meet that standard. And if they don't meet that standard, they are losing out. They have to learn now that this is where they have to grab their opportunities, and people are not going to chase them their whole lives. If a Razveen can plug into a car battery and a Vrushali can join us how she joins us, I don't see why these kids should not make the effort they need to make to grab the opportunities that they are being given. I mean, it's just as simple as that in my mind. I'd rather have 25, 30 kids who are like this army and strengthened and strong and amazing and capable, and then can come back as our leaders and change makers and then create that momentum, then chase and chase and chase kids who are not interested in leveling up. I mean, I'm telling you, I have done this. I am exhausted after 10 years chasing after kids who just don't want it. I've been begging them to take it, and now I'm exhausted, and I don't want to teach young change makers to do this, because we need them also to invest in those who want the opportunities. As it is, doing the work we do is so hard. And if you continue doing this work like Rashna and I have for so many years, you will realize that it's like this, right? I've been telling you the gap is not like this. The gap is so big, you can't see it anymore. And we're trying to tackle every part of the gap is exhausting. So focus on the ones who are interested. The others will happen as this gap starts lessening, because they will come in as the army, and our base will grow. Rashna, do you want to say anything about this? You're muted.
Also, this business about my mother took the phone and went to the market. I went to the market. I fully concur with Freyas. Your time has value, okay? Please remember that. However sorry you feel for anybody else. And the second time, if their parents are not invested in their own kids' future, I mean, this is ridiculous. She could have gone to the market. She needn't have taken the phone with her. When she sees that the kid missed the class, okay, she'll damn well leave the phone back the next time, if she wishes for her kid to have that class. 75% or more has got to come from them. If you do the call at another time, then the mother feels, oh, big deal, I can take the phone and walk off. And this poor sucker will just give up 1.5 hours of her time again. But sorry, she has to value you and your contribution to what you are doing for her. Thank you. That's all I want to say.
Yes. And we are very clear about it. And I understand that you all come from a different frame of reference at the present moment, because we handled online Pehchan the way that we did. But I think you all have to trust our judgment on this. We are not helping them level up if we keep doing this, because then they may show up for college lectures, they may not. They may do something else we teach them, and they're losing respect and value for you. And then you all will wonder, ma'am, when you say something, they listen, but when we say something, they don't listen. But you're not creating that value for yourself when you do this. So offer, now it is like you are offering them the gift. They either want to accept it or they want to reject it. That choice has to be theirs, For those of us who are attending this Anthony Robbins thing, we aren't seeing it. That we started out with 25, but we're seeing that there's only a core 12 who are stepping up, who are being there, who are doing the challenges, who are doing it on time, who are completing the units. Who's getting the level up? Those 12 of us. The rest are just enjoying the show. We're not interested in the kids enjoying the show. We're interested in the kids who are wanting to level up, even if it's only 12 of them. All right, that's my ghanti, but y'all are free to go. If you want to hang out, wait, I'll be back. Coming.
Sorry, if you all are done, then whoever wants to leave, just please leave immediately. Thank you very, very, very much. Hope you have a lovely session, not lovely, a good, fulfilling, productive session on, as an English teacher, I need to use better adjectives, on Thursday. Please keep your feedback coming. Please remember, you are doing a good service, a fantastic staff. Nobody needs to take you for granted. Okay, and Nandini, as far as that other mentee goes, it's decided now. Those kids will be top. We may think of something alternate for them in a bit. Just give us guys a little time, and we may be able to come up with a better program for the kids who are not up to the mark. So good luck, guys. All the
Thank
best.
you, ma'am.
Ma'am, I have a question.
Yes, please, Madhu.
No, ma'am, I did not. Someone.
Ma'am, I have a question.
Yes,
It's enough. So.
Ma'am, so like last time also and this time also, you have given from direct to indirect speech. And my mentee Mehak is doing really well. She knows how to do it. So
Yes.
may I like move to from indirect to direct? Because she
Amazing.
told me that she wants to do more. I sent her last time also more sentences. So may I do it or should I
Yes,
wait?
you may. Please, you are the final judge of what your mentee can and cannot do. Just go for it. You don't need anybody's permission. And Nafisa, I will try to send you more pages, which you may also send to her, and from another grammar book I have.
Okay.
I know that her English is pretty good.
Yeah.
Well done. I'm glad she is a great mentor like you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you all very, very much. Have a superb evening. Those of you on Anthony Robbins, see you for the last day today. We'll have a small celebration post. So see you. Those of you who don't know, your peers have been attending class from 11:30 p.m. to about 2 to 2:30 a.m. every day for the last 1 week. And they've been 12 of them, as I said, have got a massive level up, and you will start seeing it from next week. So we're excited to show you what all they've learned over the course of the week. Thank you all very, very much. Thank you all. See you.
Thank you, ma'am. Love you. Bye.